alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Dominic Lawton can be wild. Welcome to the Bad Movie Cult.
Hello and welcome to the Bad Movie Cult podcast, where each week we take you through a film step by step, and at the end we decide if it's good enough or bad enough to be inducted into the Bad Movie Cult. And with me, the tango to my cash,
the laurel to his hardy.
it's Mr. Can Be Wild.
Hello, it was me.
This week we're continuing our ecological action month. The month that you all wanted and Ken's provided.
Hooray! Hooray for Ken!
We kicked it off with a bang with Forest Warrior last time out.
Thank you both for listening.
So this week we're going head first, and we say action. Again, Ken's just fucking changed it. This is an action.
There's a bit of action.
There's no action in this, people. What we're covering today is more of a horror. It is, of course, the 1972 George McCowan film, Frogs.
Frogs lay hundreds of millions of eggs each year. What if they all hatched? I don't believe it. American International Pictures presents Frogs, the story of the day nature strikes back. One by one, they faced extinction from a slithering tidal wave of terror.
I still believe man is master of the world.
Does that mean he can't live in harmony with the rest of it?
Frogs, starring Ray Milland, Sam Elliott, Joan Van Ark, Adam Rourke, and Judy Pace. Frogs, an American International Picture, rated PG. Today, the pond. Tomorrow, the world.
Got a plot for you for this, Ken.
Oh, yes, go on.
A group of helpless victims celebrate a birthday on an island estate, crawling with killer amphibians, birds, insects, and reptiles.
Bloody hell.
IMDb rating of 4.4 out of 10. This is the
not
highest rating in the last 3 films we've covered, and it's called Frogs.
Not bad, is it, that?
Keywords for you?
Yep.
Frog.
Yep, no more.
Greedy man.
Oh, that's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Croaking.
Lots of it.
Pollution. Revenge.
Hmm?
Birthday cake.
Oh, thank you.
And alcoholism.
Oh, yeah, more on that.
Doesn't that always go hand in hand?
It just seems like my diary entries for the past week.
Yes. Taglines for you?
Go for it.
If you are squeamish, stay home.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Cold green skin against soft warm flesh. A croak. A scream.
Is that it? What the fuck?
A tidal wave of slithering, slimy horror, devouring, destroying all in its path.
Nice.
I love these 70s taglines. A terrifying story of times to come when nature strikes back. Times to come.
Times to come. It's going to happen.
The day that nature strikes back is the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Millions of slimy bodies squirming everywhere. Millions of gaping mouths devouring, devouring, devouring.
That's a tagline of one of my films.
Gapingmouths.com.
Yeah. Slithering bodies.
And my favourite, today the pond, tomorrow the world.
That's the one I've got on the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got this on Blu-ray, you mad bastard.
Fucking hell, yeah. Asked for it for my birthday.
Oh, dear me.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything else nice for your birthday?
No.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I got a Steven Seagal book from you, Dan. Yeah, The Way of the Shadow Wolves. The Deep State America.
What did you say when you text me? He was kissed by a wolf or something?
He was kissed on the forehead by a wolf. twice. I'm only in chapter 2. Sue's mentioned how fucking spiritual this guy is, like every 4 words. It's amazing. It's clearly him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking loving it.
Fantastic.
Everything he says, I'm whispering it like Seagal. Yeah, it's amazing. Really, really enjoying that book.
Well, from that to this, shall we crack into it?
Let's do it.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
So we meet wildlife photographer Pickett Smith.
It's a great fucking character name.
It is.
I'm really pleased.
But with a mustachio-less Sam Elliott.
Yeah, I've put as a young fella in a canoe taking pictures of wildlife, and it's Sam No Moustache Elliott.
Yeah. No moustache, brown hair, long brown hair Elliott.
It's crazy. Crazy. Welcome back anyway. Welcome back to the podcast, Sam.
Yeah. He's in a swamp going off. He's off the coast of Florida.
He's in a canoe.
Yeah.
He's not just in a swamp.
Yeah, your face down,
dies.
dead.
Dies, and that's the end.
Mm.
Whoops.
If only.
No,
Yeah,
this was his debut, I believe.
Was it?
I believe so.
Yeah. He's taking pictures of frogs and other fucking reptiles and shit. This film, good God, the amount of times you just cut to stock footage of animals just doing nothing. This is what, an hour and 33 minutes?
Yeah.
An hour of it is watching animals doing
This
nothing.
whole film is basically people reacting to stuff that's not happening at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that's happening off screen, yeah.
That's it, because we don't get to see it, because, they're not doing anything.
Yeah. And then we also, as he's doing that, we also get to see sort of like rubbish.
Pollution.
Pollution, yes.
Pollution in the water.
And then, interspersed with this, there's a speedboat. And it's the siblings, Clint and Karen Crockett.
Yes. It's good, isn't it, that you have to have a little alliteration in your names?
Yeah, I like it. They're driving around recklessly, I might add.
They're tearing about, aren't they?
Clint's drinking a beer. He must be drunk.
Oh, no. There's 4 fucking minutes, by the way, before this, of just floating around in a canoe looking at stuff.
I mean, what happens in this film is there'll be this, a little bit of dialogue, then you'll watch animals for about 20 minutes, and then you'll come back to some dialogue.
Sort of just being there.
Yeah. This does
if
feel...
If you had a drinking game where every time you had a close-up of a frog, you'd be dead.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you? There's
Yeah,
no
you would.
way you'd last this film.
And because he's drunk, he nearly crashes into Pickett's canoe, and it overturns him. And he flies into the water, Pickett. And they sort of circle back round. Clint tries to get him out of the water, and Pickett ends up throwing him back into the water, Clint.
Of course he does. He's not happy, is he? Sam Elliott, for fuck's sake. He might not have a moustache, but you treat him with respect.
Yeah. Karen's laughing her fucking head off at that, though. She loves the fact her brother's just been thrown into the water. They apologise and say, come back to my island that I live on with my dad.
I live on an island in the sun.
We'll cut that out. And
yeah, ruin the later bit.
I can introduce you to my dad. He's in a wheelchair. And
He's nice enough.
Yeah, you'll really like him.
He's a nice old geezer.
And then you can also have some dry clothes and also stay for a birthday party. How about that? I'd be like, you're all right.
I'd be like, absolutely not, no.
No, thank you.
I'll just be on my way.
Instead, he says, of course I will. Says, my dad's called Jason. Oh, fantastic, thank you for letting me know.
Hey, look, I just want to dry out a little bit, then I'll be on my way.
Well, you better forget it, pal. You're fresh blood for our fun and games. Now, how would you like to partake in a nice friendly wage?
At least we owe you a drink or two and some lunch.
Really, I don't want to intrude.
Intrude? No, tonight's very family, very traditional. But this afternoon's practically picnic. We'd love to have you.
How about it, buddy?
All right.
Anyway, they get to the island. We do meet the dad, and he's an absolute cunt.
He really is, isn't he? Classic old rich bastard.
This is Ray Milland plays the dad, and he was a murderer in Colombo. That's where I know him from.
Really?
Yeah, he's a grumpy old fuck anyway. He's in a wheelchair. And because he's so rich, all the family just put up with him being a knobhead to them all. He gets introduced to Pickett.
They say his full name so many times in the opening of this film. This is Pickett Smith.
Yes.
So it introduces him to about 8 different people with the full name at every time.
Yeah.
Brilliant. This is Pickett Smith. Hey, meet Pickett Smith.
Karen, what's going on?
Grandpa, this is Pickett Smith. Mr. Smith, Jason Crockett.
Hello, Mr. Crockett.
Well, Karen?
Grandpa, Clint didn't know what he was doing out there, and we nearly ran Mr. Smith down. So we fished him out. Now we're going to offer him a little food and drink after he gets changed out of his wet clothes.
Just a moment. Mr. Smith, I saw you out on the lake early this morning. Now, you've been paddling around this island for hours, taking pictures.
Yes, sir.
Don't you know it's against the law?
Grandpa?
No, sir, I didn't.
There's a sign out there that says private property. Who are you with, anyway?
I'm a freelance photographer. I'm doing a pollution layout for an ecology magazine.
And he says, you didn't see any frogs while you were out there, did you?
Yeah, it was like his bodyguard next to him there.
It's his,
It looks like Shades from Hard Ticket to
I
Hawaii.
think he's one of the family members.
Yeah.
But he says, yeah, I did. There's fucking loads of them. They're everywhere.
Yeah, overpopulated. And the way he's going about it is he's trying to poison them. Pesticides, poison, all that sort of shit. Which is how we set up the film.
Yeah, he said, maybe we should just pour some oil in the water. That'll kill the frogs off. And he says, don't be fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So you kill everything.
Yeah.
Like, oh, whatever.
But Jason's like, yeah, and it made my house smell horrible. That was his main gripe with it, not the fact that it would kill literally everything in the water.
I don't like you calling him Jason. Old Man Crockett.
Old Man Crockett.
That's his name,
Okay.
please.
Old Man
Jason,
Crockett.
he sounds like a fucking, sounds like a whiz kid going about
Surfer
his business.
dude.
Yeah. No, he's Old Man Crockett.
Old Man Jason Crockett.
No, don't fucking use Jason at all. Old Man Crockett. Or Grandpa Crockett.
Anyway, Pickett Smith.
Yeah, go on.
Taking any pictures of frogs lately? I saw the biggest bullfrog this morning. This big. Damn creatures are everywhere. Croak all night.
Well, you know, I sent Grover out to take care of that.
They're also, he's missing his groundskeeper, Grover.
Oh, yes, we do hear of Grover.
We hear much of Grover. Grover's gone missing. I don't suppose you saw him whilst you were fucking around out there, did you? And he goes, no. It's fair dues. Anyway, I'm just going to go and ring and speak to somebody. Oh, no, the phone lines are dead.
Yes. He sends someone out to go and check on the phone lines, doesn't he?
That's the bodyguard guy that you thought. His name's Michael.
Michael, yes. We actually find out that this whole family are, like, just rich dickheads, aren't they?
Yeah. And even without this happening, I'm surprised that they're all still alive anyway, because they're fucking stupid, aren't they? They're all really stupid.
So you got Clint and Karen. There's another one, Michael, I think. That's a nephew or some shit. We also have... there's two kids. There's just a big fucking family full of dickheads.
And Iris.
Iris, she's his sister.
She's there. She doesn't do much.
No, her husband,
yes.
he's there. Their kid, who's bought his black...
Yeah, cousin
wife.
Kenneth.
Cousin Kenneth.
Little Kenneth.
Yeah.
Kenneth with...
Bella, is it?
Bella Barrington.
Yeah.
The black bombshell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked her.
And then little kids... Who was the daughter's kids, I think.
Yeah, some fucking rubbish. I think it's Clint's kids.
Clint Howard?
No, don't be ridiculous.
Clint's wife's a bit of a dickhead as well, isn't she?
Well, yeah, but he's a prick, isn't he?
Yeah, that's true. Football star. He shows Pickett to his room, and he's got his like football jerseys up on the wall and picture of his wife as a cheerleader and all that sort of rubbish.
Pickett's having a wank, gets caught. I see you were wanking over my football pictures. He says, did you play? He says, no, I'm Sam Elliott.
I take pictures in a canoe.
Of frogs.
Done it my whole life, and there's a picture of him in his wallet. Looks exactly the same.
Of his first frog.
Yeah.
You never forget.
Yeah, it's got Chuck Norris's hair from Forest Warrior.
Yeah, we get the black servants as well. There is a racial undertone throughout this. It's not really mentioned or explored, is there? But it's there throughout.
Yeah. It's like the film Get Out, isn't it? Just like that film.
Kind of. No,
not at
it's
all.
not. No. Anyway, they're waiting outside, and Clint and Jenny's children are 12 minutes late. So old man Crockett bollocks the parents. You fucking son of a bitch. They know we're waiting. Go and get your fucking kids. Control your bastard children, will you?
Yeah, they're out having a barbecue or some shit, aren't they?
Yeah, something like that.
The boy brings a massive fucking frog, big toad on his hand.
Look at this.
Michael says, don't be such an idiot, picks it up and throws the frog.
Yeah, there's loads of them, isn't there? More than usual.
Yeah.
Very loud.
You do get a bit of sexual chemistry between Karen and Pickett.
Of course you do.
You get that.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's a beautiful man.
He is, yeah.
And she's a lonely lady.
Of course you do. Sam Elliott, of course.
Of course. It'd have been sexual tension if I was there with him.
Old man Crockett, he asked Pickett to explore the island to see what the pesticides are doing on the environment. And he asked him to have a look for Grover.
Yeah, whilst we're at it, where the fucking hell's Grover?
He's been sent out also to spray more poison and look at telephone lines or some shit. And he goes, off he goes.
Yeah,
Pickett.
he's just like, yeah, fair enough. Off he goes, a bit more wandering about.
Finds Grover's Jeep. He sees loads of dead animals as well.
Sees empty poison bottles on the ground.
Finds Grover's Jeep, and eventually, Grover himself
finds the body of a man.
He's lying face down.
Yeah, they all are.
In a puddle.
Yeah.
Puddle of shit.
Frogs.
Oh, sorry, frogs.
Frogs nearby.
Yeah.
Frogs on him.
Snakes.
Snakes at him.
Just on his head. Turns him over, and he's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah, like you had to turn him over to see if he's dead. He's face down in a fucking puddle.
Well, you never done that? Catching 40 winks?
First death of the movie, an hour in.
Yeah,
it feels like.
Character we've never fucking met.
Don't you feel as well that this film just dragged?
Yes.
It's quite boring.
Yes.
It's
just frogs.
It's very 70s. You know, like Night of the Leapers? It's very similar to that, I thought. Just very...
But frogs.
Yeah. And just
Night of the Leapers.
Very good. Yeah.
Frogs.
Just very, very boring. Like dialogue that isn't really good. And then occasionally you'll get stock footage of snakes or spiders.
Frogs.
Or frogs. Goes back to the estate anyway. He doesn't tell anyone about Grover's body for some reason. And just says it quietly to old man Crockett, who says, thanks for keeping it quiet. Don't know why he does that, but there we go.
I did everything with him I could. But we gotta get that body out of there.
Yeah. Well, thanks for telling me first. I appreciate it. No use frightening the others. Today of all days.
Yeah, I've gathered tomorrow's quite a celebration.
This week with my family is the one permanent thing left in my life. 15 years ago, nature threw me for a loss. Dumped me in this chair. We have 4 birthdays in July. We've celebrated together for years. And we'll celebrate until I'm 100. Right here.
Yes, sir. Will you have my birthday eve congratulations? I'm sure it'll be a great day for everyone.
Bella, she's bonding with the black maid called Maybelle. Turns out that Bella's name is also Maybelle, and she was brought up down in the deep south as well, so, you know, they've got more in common than you think. Of course, except Bella's there as a guest, and the other one's serving her the fucking shit, so, you know your place. Your place, Maybelle.
Bella does give her a little drink, though.
She does.
Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, and then she leaves, and I thought, if she drinks that when she's not there, she is fucking out on her ass.
Yeah.
But thankfully she doesn't. She's okay. All the family, meanwhile, they're all sitting about talking about being rich and how they don't give a fuck about pollution and having to keep explaining, dropping pollution's costing them a goddamn fortune, playing by the rules. It's no good, is it?
Yeah.
There's a bloody snake on a chandelier.
Yeah, well, she's putting the food out.
Yeah, how's that got in there? And up there without anyone fucking seeing it?
Big
How's it got up there at all?
Yeah.
How did you get on a chandelier? You have to go up the wall. Can snakes just climb vertically?
I don't think so.
How the fuck's it got up there then?
Snakes.
You're right. It's worth thinking about, right, listeners? Anyway, it's up the fucking chandelier.
Yeah. Celebration, it's happening.
We've got frogs on the window.
Yeah.
I've written these down like it was Deep Purple, by the way. I already had cans in the water earlier on for when we see it. It was like, cans in the water. Sam Elliott in a canoe.
I said that when Ken was in the water.
What, cans in the water? You shouldn't have been looking, though.
Cans in the water.
Yeah, but then I have also put frogs on the window, snake on a chandelier. I think it fits. I think we could do that from now on if you like.
Yeah.
Just to liven the film up a bit, because it cheered me up writing him down. So we might as well.
Yeah, it's incredibly fucking dull, this film. Considering how many deaths there are. There is quite a few deaths, but they're all just fucking wank, aren't they?
Yeah. Anyway, you know the snake on the chandelier, which I sang about?
No.
Old man Crockett fucking shoots it.
He does, yeah.
He gets wheeled in, and everyone's like, Maybell screams, and everyone's like, what the fuck is going on? They all come in, and he just gets his gun and shoots the snake, and then tells Charles to fucking sort it out.
Wipe it up.
Whoa, Black Butler, his name is Charles. I think we could sing a lot.
Scared me, that didn't.
Whoa, Black Bella Barrington. I think it fits. There's loads of stuff that fits. I might just do that throughout, listeners. Dom's enjoying it. I'm sure you are too.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
I've got Sam Elliott. He's explaining. It's only 31 minutes in, and Sam Elliott, Pickett Smith, is explaining that it's just nature fighting back. So half an hour in, Grover's dead. That's just one person dead. There has been a snake on a chandelier and loads of frogs, and Sam Elliott's decided it's because nature's fighting back against your pollutants. So that's that theory out there.
Yeah, and they're all like, see, this is why you don't invite a guy from a canoe to your fucking house. This lunatic here.
Anyway, that's enough of that. We have a bit of a chat at night saying, your granddad's a bit of a dick. And they go, yeah, I know, but he's rich. He'll be dead soon. And they go, nice one. Then we cut to the morning. And it's happy birthday, Grandpa.
Happy birthday.
Which he basically dismisses.
Yeah.
Tells everyone to fuck right off.
Well, it does get quite upset because no one's celebrating his birthday later.
Yeah. He's a mix-up bag, isn't he?
Yeah.
This guy. You get Clint. He's somehow already drunk and being a prick. They haven't even had breakfast yet. How's he drunk? He was all right last night because it was him having a talk about the inheritance. Now he's mindlessly drunk.
Well, it's not breakfast. He haven't been to bed yet.
What? Yeah,
right, listeners.
So he's just there being a bit of a prick. You've got Black Bella. She's
Barrington.
She's all dressed up like bloody Winnie Mandela now.
She is, yeah.
She's
very colourful.
She's going proper old African on us, just in case anybody wasn't aware.
Winnie Mandela, the proper old African, as she was known.
That's how I used to look at her.
Yeah.
Anyway, Pickett Smith, he's warning about pesticides again, bumming everybody out. Not bumming everybody. not just doing that.
No.
Yeah, so then Michael, he gets sent off in a Jeep just for something to do. Check the phone lines. I don't know what the fuck's going on with the phone lines, Michael. Go on.
Michael, he just starts shooting fucking birds just out the sky.
He just gets out of his Jeep and shoots at a bird.
He's supposed to be checking on the telephone lines. Why is he shooting animals?
We just don't know. That's the Crockett's for you.
Is this your favourite death scene?
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. I do.
What he does is, you may guess from what Dom's just said, but he shoots at a bird and then he runs. I'm not sure why he's running, but as he runs, he inexplicably blows his own knee off with a shotgun. I'm not even sure how he's done that. I watched this 3 times to see how has he shot his own knee off.
I tell you what, I laugh when the way he's done it as well.
He's just running, and then he's just like,
yeah,
and his knees just explodes in blood. Yeah, and he's like, ah! Yeah. Honestly, 3 times I watched that, and I still don't know how it happened there, but he did, and it hurts. It really does hurt.
It really hurts.
He shouts.
Yeah, and as that's happening, above him, there's a bit of moss and spiders.
Spiders.
Tarantulas.
Big spiders. Spiders as big as your fucking hand.
Spiders as big as your fucking ballsack.
Oh, and moss as thick as your bush.
Yeah, exactly.
It was the 70s.
Yeah. And as that's happening, the moss, for some reason, seems to fall on its own accord. Or is that supposed to be like the spiders are moving it?
I don't know. I don't know what's causing this.
Because it looks like the moss has a mind of its own and is wrapped in...
It does appear that the foliage is attacking him.
Yeah. Like the Evil Dead, when that woman gets attacked by the tree?
Yeah, this is a bit slower, though, isn't it?
It's like that, but terrible. And you get some fake spiders as well, just thrown at him.
Less rapey as well, this.
Yeah.
I don't think he's raped by moss.
Spiders?
He could have been.
Yeah. Spider up his anus, I think.
Oh, dear.
Spiders
up his anus and moss in his mouth.
Moss in his eyes.
Moss in My Eyes. That was one of our folk albums, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, he gets fake spiders just thrown at his face. One of them bites him on the hand. All through this, he's just screaming
Yeah.
non-stop. Just,
He does pause for breath and then continues screaming.
He does. He goes, ah! Ah!
Oh, dear. Oh, dear me.
Where was I?
Oh, yes. Ah! Yeah, there's a tiny scorpion.
There is one scorpion.
There's just one tiny scorpion involved. He doesn't come back after this. I think it was only in for one scene. Just pure luck, I think.
And, he's killed by these spiders. They bite him to death. They get a nice close-up of the fangs of a tarantula.
Yeah, he's dead and seemingly just covered in web.
Yeah, I liked that. That might have been my favourite death of the film.
Did you? It was good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit long.
Yeah.
But there's an even longer death later on, so we'll get to that soon.
Iris, meanwhile, we've seen her before, and she tells her son Kenneth,
Hello.
Kenneth,
Yes, Iris. Yes, mother.
why are you wearing zebra print belt and red trousers?
It's Kenneth. He's the one with
The Nubian beauty.
It is, yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I'm gay, mama. But obviously he's not, is he?
No. Iris...
Or maybe he is, because she's like a model, isn't she? So maybe he's the fashion photographer. She's the model. He's just pretending to be heterosexual.
Yeah, Ken's got all this from his belt. His belt and trouser combo.
Yeah, we can both call Ken, bonding.
Yeah, Kenneth is asked by Iris to go into the greenhouse to get flowers for a centerpiece for the table. And he's like, yeah, all right then. And meanwhile, Iris is going to fucking run off into the woods with a butterfly net.
Yeah, more on that later.
And then he goes into the greenhouse, and as he's in there, you just see all these lizards just fucking walk in, all different types of lizards.
Just walk in.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's literally what they do. They'll just walk in, have a look around, and carry on. They're climbing up the greenhouse walls. They're on the fucking tables. He's in there just being a dick.
There's some big lizards, and there's some not so big lizards.
There's some very tiny lizards.
There's a little fucking gecko in there as well, isn't there? He's having a laugh, isn't he, that guy?
They're on a suicide mission, these lizards.
It's the kamikaze lizard squad.
Yeah.
It is what you don't want in a greenhouse.
They're knocking over all the bottles, all the chemicals that are on the shelves there.
Yeah, the ones that you leave with poison written on them, you just leave them on a high shelf
Yeah.
without putting them away properly.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But then again, you don't expect kamikaze lizard attack, do you?
That's true. And as they're knocked off, they create sort of a toxic cloud of gas.
Which Kenneth investigates by going over and just putting his whole face in to find out what's going on with that shit. And to breathe it in and destroy his lungs immediately.
And he just dies.
It's a bit slow again, though, isn't it? He sort of like fades a little bit. Then he falls, more stuff gets smashed. And the thing is, there's like about 4 bottles get smashed separately.
Yeah.
Don't they? With just a lizard near it.
Yeah.
Looking at us and then putting his tongue out going...
Yeah, if you ever watch this film and you think, I wonder how the Italians would do a film about rich fucks going to this like mansion in the middle of nowhere, Patrick still lives. They've done it already. That's telekinesis rather than frogs, though.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's a lot more memorable than this.
That's it. That is fucking...
It's my favourite death ever in that film.
Yeah, that's like the Shawshank Redemption compared to this fucking film. And obviously the most memorable death scene of all time.
I might watch that again soon.
We're going to have to cover it.
Yes, please.
Save it for the pod.
Oh, yes.
We might be able to squeeze it into some sort of month-related thing if you put it down to a...
Telekinesis December. Woo, yeah!
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Yep, so he's dead anyway. Iris, meanwhile.
Poor Kenneth.
She's off into the trees chasing after a butterfly because she likes making butterfly... What was it she says? What the fuck are them things called? Where you just pin butterflies to a fucking thing?
Yeah, I like pinning butterflies to shit.
Yeah, that's what she says. And she's seen a butterfly that she really wants, so she's off into the woods looking for it.
To kill it.
Now, you talk about long deaths, this...
Wait a second, you have skipped a lot here.
Oh, go on.
It's not important, but it skips a lot anyway.
Ken likes to cover all these things that aren't important.
Yes, because there's frogs. Anyway, what were you saying?
Yeah, go on.
No. Then the dog's barking, the family's arguing. Pickett, he goes over, he finds poor old dead Kenneth. Black Bella, Bambalam, she's there, she finds him, says, Ken, no! Which I'd hope is...
Can you feel
No, she doesn't do that. Not this time. Pickett says something to her, and I've got no idea what he says, and I listened to that 4 times. He just says something as he moves her out of the way, because she's looking at the body of young Kenneth, and she's very upset. Then Bella runs back to the family and just shouts, "He's dead! He's dead! He's dead!" And they're like, "Who the fucking hell's dead?" And they said, "Ken." And they go, "Ah, fuck it, that's okay then."
Yeah, that's all right.
Thought you meant somebody important.
Yeah.
And then Pickett says, "He's been asphyxiated. Clint, I'll need your help." I don't know why he would need Clint's help, but he does. And then he says, "I'll be glad to assist in any way I can." And he says, "Thank you, Charles." That's the Black Butler. "Whoa, Black Butler, his name is Charles." Frogs. In the cake. All the family fuck off now, and there's a frog on the big old bloody Old Glory, the cake. Frog right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Fucking ruining the whole thing. Disgusting. Anyway, the body gets taken away.
Would you still eat a cake if it had a frog on it?
Have I seen the frog go on the cake, or am I eating it afterwards?
You've seen the frog on the cake.
I don't think I would.
No.
No. Would you?
No.
Okay. Listeners, would you eat a cake if you saw a frog on it?
Email address badmoviecultgmail.com. Let us know.
It's probably one of the most serious questions we've ever asked you, so apologies for that.
Is there a bit in, just going back to Forest Warrior from the last time, wasn't there a bit where a frog's in that and gets licked by the bear?
I think it is, yeah. It sneezes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The bear sneezes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A precursor to this episode.
Wow.
Which we didn't mention in the last one, so it's totally irrelevant.
We couldn't. We would have given it away what we're going to cover.
Yeah.
Excellent work by us.
Interestingly enough, weren't we asked to cover this?
Yes. It was a suggestion of Frogtober.
Yes.
Which maybe would have made more sense. However, I'd already committed.
Yeah.
Yes, which were...
and quite rightly, you said there's no other films about frogs.
Hell Comes to Frogtown. That was the other one.
Yeah.
That was
we nearly
suggested.
did cover that, though, didn't we?
It's still on the list.
Yeah.
But it'll have to be next year.
Yeah, yes.
When we revisit the eco-action genre.
Yeah. To be honest, Rowdy Roddy Piper could just have his own month of films that we cover from him.
Rowdy Roddy April.
Yeah, exactly. Well said.
Yeah, anyway, Iris, off she goes hunting butterflies. And I actually wrote, "Oh no, surely not the butterflies as well."
Yeah.
They're not going to kill somebody.
Not the ballworms.
Anyway, they don't.
No. She gets chased off the path by frogs.
She nearly strangles herself on a vine, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Of mossy vine.
Yeah.
Which I thought was, again, because Michael had been killed by that. But no, she then just doesn't get strangled by a vine because she just gets off it, realises it's just a fucking vine. Meanwhile, is it her brother or husband out to look for her?
Husband.
Husband, yeah, he's off out to look for her.
Stuart, his name is.
That's it. I never wrote it down at all.
No. Yeah, she runs into the foliage. There's snakes dangling down.
Yeah, I put, "Whoa, Black Mamba, Bamba Lamb."
Yeah.
She's also, she's a little baby caiman. Snakes and frogs. And she's like, "Whoa." She doesn't like any of that. And off she goes stumbling through the bush.
And she falls into a fucking pond or something.
Yeah, into a puddle. I've put she falls into a puddle.
And she's covered in leeches.
Frogs. Leeches. Actually, at this point, I wrote down, this is like Nordberg's death in The Naked Gun.
I've written the exact same thing.
You just think, for fuck's sake, how many more shit could happen to this woman?
I've written the exact same thing. She's been killed by about 12 different animals.
Yeah, she's not having the best time, is she? She only went out looking for a fucking butterfly. It's the most pathetic of all fucking hobbies.
Yeah, she's been chased off the road by a frog, ran into some snakes, been bitten by a rattlesnake, and fallen into the fucking leeches.
Into the leech pit.
the leech pit that's inexplicably in this country estate. And as she gets back onto the path, she's bitten by a rattlesnake and is instantly killed.
But fortunately, it's her plastic arm.
Yeah.
If you watch that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredibly plastic arm. I think that's the only real time we see an animal attack.
Yeah.
No, of course it isn't. Fucking later on. Scratch that.
Well, to start off with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the makeup is very poor when she's actually dead. And
Certainly
you see
is.
God,
yeah. She's
fucking damn it.
instantly blue, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's incredible. She's like zombied. straight away.
Looks awful.
Yeah, Stuart, he can't fucking find her.
The way you listen to this and you think, that does actually sound quite fun. It isn't. It's all stock footage. You don't see anything. You just see a woman running. Stuart's death actually now is fucking hilarious, and that's like more closer to like 1950s, how people would have deaths by alligator. But yeah, he's walking around. He totally doesn't see her. She's about a foot from him.
We just segue from that murder, don't we? We segue from that death straight onto following him. And off he's there walking through. He's followed by a small gator.
Yeah, it changes size, this alligator, depending on what scene you're watching.
Yeah. And then another gator turns up and it backs him into some water. As soon as he hits water, Stuart falls down. I mean, that's the bane of his life, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's got no balance when water's involved.
No.
Straight away, he's on the back.
Always said that about Stuart.
Yeah, that's him.
And he jumps on a fake alligator and starts rolling around with it.
But he falls over instantly and decides to wrestle an alligator that looks like it was just asleep. He just jumps on it and starts punching it in the head.
Yeah, like Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
When he fights the alligator.
Yeah, unfortunately for Stuart, and unfortunately for us, it's about like 3 minutes of this.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for Stuart, the alligator's got some red paint on him. And as soon as Stuart gets that on him, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's dragged away.
I'm gone. That's what he says.
Oh, I'm gone now, look.
Actually, before that as well, he's literally about a foot away from his dead wife and he doesn't see her.
No, of course not.
Bella, she's fucking distraught. She wants to leave. They all have a family meeting. Literally, half of us are dead. We've got to call an end to this fucking thing.
Well, old man Crockett says, why don't we just report this death later and then we can get back on track with my birthday celebrations?
He wants an old-fashioned.
He does indeed, yes.
That's a slang term for a hand job.
From Bella,
yeah.
I think is what he's looking for there.
Double, he says.
That's a birthday treat, if nothing else.
So Bella and Maybelle.
Maybelle.
Yeah.
What, 2 hands?
Yeah.
How big's old man Crockett's member?
Wheelchair.
Bloody 2 of them. 2 of them having a go.
No, they're just pushing him in his wheelchair.
Oh, right. That's the
One hand
old-fashioned.
each.
Oh, right. Sorry. Thought you meant wank. Anyway, Pickett, at this point, decides to tell them all that Grover's dead.
Yeah.
And like us, they go like this. Who? No, they all know Grover, of course. We don't. Grover was a fucking name of a Muppet on Sesame Street.
It was, yeah.
Anyway, sadly, Grover has died. And then he says, this could be happening all over the place. We've got to get off this island.
Got to get off this goddamn island.
Charles and Maybelle, they agree.
Where's my canoe? Says Pickett.
Bella kind of alludes to slavery as she talks about something, some 20 score or something. I don't know the actual shit. I wasn't about back then. Not my fault.
No.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's blaming you for that.
Well, you know, just in case.
Yeah.
I am sorry about it, but it wasn't me. Anyway, yeah, so all that shit's happening. Clint, I'll tell you what, you're drunk. Why don't you jump in the speedboat and drop these people off and then come straight back? He's gone, yeah, fuck it. Go on then, why not?
I bloody will as well, he says. Clint, you're drunk. Yeah, basically...
Take the speedboat.
Yeah, we've split the group in 2 now. It's people that want to stay for the birthday, they don't care about death, and the 3 people that want to go home.
And the 3 people who think, do you know what? Maybe there's enough death.
Yeah, 2 servants and Bella. Those are the 3 that are getting taken off the island by Clint.
Pickett now gives us this as well. You're in for one hell of a battle, Mr. Crockett. You better get ready for it.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
You're still going on about this?
What are you talking about?
Why would
now?
anyone just naturally assume that it's...
Why are you on about this again?
Yeah, that it's
nature?
Nature fighting
It's nature,
back.
is it, Pickett? Anyway, that's what he says. And everyone ignores him.
It is mainly just people almost killing themselves by being stupid.
Yeah, they're just killing themselves near an animal.
Yeah.
And that's it.
This film is fucking stupid, by the way, people. Don't think it isn't. It really is stupid to watch.
Well, before they leave the island, they've all got changed, which is good to give them the opportunity to dress in something else. And off they go in a speedboat.
Bella's got the head wrap with all the fruit on.
Yeah, which Maybelle has restocked, obviously.
Yes, absolutely.
And off they go on the speedboat. They pull up to Jesse's Groceries. where there's a sign that says worms, crickets, live shrimp,
Wow.
or live shrimp. I don't know. I don't know which one it is.
Oh, like a message of support.
Yeah,
for
like
shrimp.
live, laugh, love.
Yeah.
Live shrimp.
Live, laugh, shrimp. That's what you got on a T-shirt, isn't it?
Forrest Gump, that was. That was his catchphrase, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Something like that. Yeah, Jesse, however, is nowhere to be seen and is not in this film.
No.
So just clearing that
He was
up
in
for you.
Abraxas at the time.
I wish I could have Jesse's girl.
Jesse's shrimp.
How can I meet a shrimp like that? Anyway. But what there is there's a fishing rod. There's nobody manning the fishing rod.
No.
It's probably Jesse's fishing rod.
There's no one manning the fishing rod.
I wish that I could have Jesse's rod. Oh, no. No. There's some food grilling, isn't there? Some food on the grill.
Yeah. Looks to me like a boiled goose.
That's Jesse.
Yeah.
He runs the only grocery store on the lake.
He does.
For
Where you
some
can get
fucking reason.
freshly boiled goose. Shrimp and worms.
There's empty cans of Coca-Cola. There's cans of Budweiser. And there's birds flying in the sky. Anyway.
Oh.
And then they run. Frogs!
Frogs.
There's some frogs.
Is anyone actually killed by a frog in this?
That'd be stupid.
No, I didn't think
We'll
so.
clear that up at the end. And then they just start
One
to
of
run.
Ken's films.
Pickett Smith back on the island. He's tooling up now.
Thank God you said his last name, because I didn't know you
No,
meant.
I just thought I'd let you know. In case you thought I was giving you medical advice
Yeah.
on that wound you were showing me. Yeah, he's tooling up. He wants all the fucking weapons that old man Crockett's got.
Petrol.
Meanwhile, old man Crockett, he just wants some food and drink. Because it's his fucking birthday, you selfish bastards.
Yeah.
Back on the what is it, mainland? I guess
No,
it
it's
is.
like the fucking pier, isn't it?
Back at Jesse's, there we go then. Clint, he goes back to his fucking speedboat's gone.
Yeah, the line's been
It
tethered.
looks like his line has been bitten through.
Yeah, the boat was tethered to the pier and it's been cut. The line has.
Although it probably hasn't, because the lizard that's near it hasn't really got any fucking teeth, has it? So
No.
I'm pretty sure it's not eaten through the rope. But still,
Didn't have a switchblade.
we
though.
see the boat on the open water.
Yeah, Clint's got to swim out there.
Well, first of all, he finds Valhalla, which was nice. Then he realises that there's no keys in the speedboat Valhalla. Remember that? Remember when everyone used to leave their keys in the speedboat for you, in case you
Oh.
wanted to steal it?
Great days.
Yeah, I miss those days. Anyway, off he goes.
That was the 60s, though, not the 70s.
Oh, well, no, it's the Manson. Killed him, didn't he? Killed the 60s.
Yeah.
Killed all of that trust.
Yeah. Killed the trust from the speedboat community, Charles Manson.
That's his target audience, wasn't it? And then, he's got no choice. He's got to dive in the bloody water and swim out to the speedboat. But
Is that why he was friends with the Beach Boys?
yeah,
Thought so.
yeah.
It's clever, isn't he?
You mean you're back on Manson here, aren't you? You're
Yeah.
not talking about Clint,
No.
the speedboat stealer, the thief. Anyway, Clint, he dives in. He's going to swim to the speedboat, but snakes in the water and birds in the sky.
Do 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 do.
Anyway, he gets to the boat. He makes it. We keep seeing these snakes floating about. His wife, meanwhile, she's on the island. She's using the strongest pair of binoculars because she can see fucking all of this.
Jenny.
She's
her name.
thank you. She's not happy. She's still screaming and just shouting Clint occasionally. He gets to the boat. He's about to pull himself into the boat, and then he just screams.
He screams at us.
Then he just screams, and his hand comes up. His hand's got red paint on it, and he grabs his own face and pulls him under the water. And I assume he drowns himself.
Covers himself in paint.
And then drowns himself. And we don't know why.
You know, like Neil Breen, how he covers himself in his own blood, or his mate's blood. Like that, just inexplicably drags his own face into the water.
Yeah, and then we don't see him again.
No.
Assumingly dead.
Yeah, we see red. There's red in the water.
Red in the water.
Yeah, you know how snakes can sort of like small water snakes can just drag you down into the water.
If there's enough of them.
Yeah,
maybe.
And there was at least 3.
No, I saw 3 of them. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Jenny's watching it all with her binoculars. She's upset. She runs down to the water's edge. She gets stuck in the mud instantly.
Yeah,
These people are idiots.
Yeah, she runs down and decides to stand in ankle-deep water. That will help.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, she is stuck in the mud. And what's this coming towards her now?
Shark?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
A 25-foot great white shark.
Oh, good God.
In the ankle-deep waters of this island.
Yeah. Something as terrifying as that, maybe?
It's not quite. No, it's I think it's a snapping turtle.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, yeah, she's not happy. She sees it as it very, very slowly approaches her.
It's like, oh, God, no!
Yeah, it's not there yet, so she has to do it again.
What a shit way of dying.
Yeah.
You're killed by a turtle.
Yep. Fucking ridiculous.
A fucking turtle, people. That's what we're watching. You don't understand. Ken's made me watch Forest Warrior with Chuck Norris.
You watched it with him. That was good of him to come round for the show.
That was awful. And now I've just watched this. I was making notes saying, these are back-to-back the worst 2 films I've fucking watched. The last one was just horrible family wank. And then this one is just boring, stupid bollocks.
What's worse, listeners? Is it a horrible family wank or boring, stupid bollocks?
badmoviecult@gmail.com, let us know. I'm not sure which one is worse, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure a horrible family wank is the last thing you'd need.
Yep, so she's dead. Back to Pickett and Karen. They realise we've got to leave the island. We've got no other fucking choice now.
Again.
Everyone's dead except me, you, and old man Crockett.
Yep. He says, have you got any gasoline? He says, yes, I have. It's in the fucking tool shed.
Did we say what happened to Bella and the... Or did we never find out, did we?
No.
No, I didn't think we did.
So he goes and gets the gasoline. When he comes back, all the frogs have fucking gone.
Yeah. He asks, what's his face, old man Crockett, where'd you keep your gasoline? He's like, in the bloody shed, you arsehole. Just looking on in horror at the frogs at the window.
Frogs on the window, gas is in the shed, he sings.
Yep.
So he goes and gets the gas. When he comes back, the frogs have fucked off. He's like, fucking hell. And goes inside and says, fucking frogs have all fucked off. He goes, fuck off. He goes, I fucking will.
I will, and I'm taking your daughter and 2 random children with me.
Yeah, I do like old man Crockett, and he says he does actually accuse the snails of planning strategy, which I did enjoy.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure whether he was being sarcastic, but I don't know.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you? He still doesn't believe any of this rubbish about the animals fighting back.
No. And then the kids come in and just say, Mommy, where's Mommy?
Hey, you see that? Since I went after them, they scattered.
And very intelligently, too. The frogs are thinking now, the snails are planning strategy, their brains are as good as ours. Is that your point?
Where's Mommy and Daddy? Where's Mommy, Karen? Well, your daddy hasn't come back from across the lake yet, and I think your Mommy just went outside.
I didn't see her out there.
Mommy! Wait!
And Grandpa just shouts at them all.
Yeah.
Tells them to fucking shut up. It's his fucking birthday. And if they all want to fuck off the island because they're all scared, then good. And he's going to stay there and be fucking hard.
Yeah.
And then he says, okay, well, we are going to go. This is Pickett Smith. He says, we are going to go. Can I take that shotgun? He says, you take anything you like. He says, okay, can I have the wheelchair? He's like, fuck off, son of a bitch. He doesn't say that bit, but he does say you can have anything you like. And he goes and gets everything ready. Old man Crockett has a drink, says happy birthday to himself, then smashes the glass on the floor. Who's going to clean that up? Maybell's fucked off. Ain't going to be her, is it?
Not going to be him either.
They all come in and say, Grandpa, please come with us, Grandpa. And he just sits there ignoring everybody like an old bastard. So they fuck off.
They're all get in his canoe. Is it his canoe?
Yeah, they run away. And as they're running away, he's watching them out the window.
Yeah.
And they get in the canoe. But before that, Pickett Smith finds poor old dead Mommy. and says, "You stay here, keep the kids here," and walks off like about 2 meters away. I'm pretty sure they'd be able to see, and goes, "Oh my God."
A turtle.
Of course, she doesn't stay there. She comes over and says, "What is it?" Ah! And dead mom. Oh, shh.
Yeah.
Kids are fucking oblivious to the whole thing. There's a turtle with a bit of cloth on it. That is responsible for the death. She's covered in crabs. Oh. Mummy's got crabs all over her.
One of Ken's films.
Yeah. Mummy's got crabs too.
It was his sexual health.
It was a public service announcement, yeah.
More popular in the 70s, of course.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Anyway, they're on the canoe, and they're escaping. But wait. Snakes in the water. But they are in a canoe. So they're okay. Until they get caught on a snag. Son of a bitch.
Get grounded on some rocks.
Sam Elliott, he's got no choice now but to get his rugged, hairy chest out and jump in the water, which is jump in the water. Sam Elliott's rugged chest hair.
Yeah, he's like,
he doesn't really have to do that, but he does anyway. You know, and probably the ladies loved it.
He's giving Austin Powers a run for his money with that hair, isn't he?
He's a lovely, lovely man, isn't he? What he does there is, as he's trying to get them out of the snag, a snake from above. It's the last thing you expect, but a snake falls from above. He has a bit of a wrestle with it, realises it's a toy, throws it in the water, picks the canoe paddle up, and then just starts smashing the water with a paddle for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It seemed like 20 minutes. It's probably just a minute and a bit.
Alligator attack.
Plastic alligator.
Yeah.
Yeah, that attacks him. Thankfully, he's got a shotgun, so he just shotguns the plastic alligator to pieces. When he gets back in the canoe, he took his shirt off. He's got fucking big cowboy boots on. They've been full of fucking water. Why would he have kept them on and took his shirt off? It was only waist deep anyway, the water. His fucking top half didn't get wet. Yeah, he's got massive cowboy boots up to his knee.
Yeah.
Fucking full, those things.
Yeah.
He'd capsize the boat if he empties them out. Still, never mind. And they arrive at Jesse's store. Jesse's still not anywhere to be seen. And as they run off...
I wish that I had Jesse's store.
And as they get there, they run away. They just run. They go past all the other shit, all the bloody food still on the grill. So some good grill he's got there anyway, that's still going. And they find some suitcases on the floor, and they're open. And inside that suitcase, some African clothing. All the bright coloured clothing that she was wearing.
Yeah.
Got to be symbolic that they're all dead.
Probably.
I guess.
Off screen, Bella, Charles and Maybelle.
We don't know where they are, though. They're just not there. Their suitcases are. So, assuming dead. They flag down a car. He runs out into the road, flags down this car, big old station wagon, thankfully. He says, "Hey, can we get a ride?" The woman's like, "Yeah, sure you can. Of course you can. Get in, jump in, you motherfucker." Sam Elliott.
Jump in, you motherfucker. That's exactly what the mum says.
It's America, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's how they speak.
Yeah.
And he goes and gets the others, gets in. He's got a big old fucking shotgun with him, which she doesn't seem to be worried about. So he's like, "Yeah, that's fine." So fucking, yeah, USA. And then she goes, "Oh, yeah, I've just been out picking me son up from camp." And he turns around and goes, "Hi, I'm Bobby."
You motherfucker.
And they go, "Whoa, hey, Bobby, you motherfucker." But so he's just sat in the back with a big old fucking shotgun. She just picked him up with her kid. He's got a shotgun with him. And she's like, "Yeah, jump in. Whatever."
Yeah, fine.
Starts chatting, saying that they've just driven from camp. And nobody else is about. It's the holidays, and there's nobody around. Everyone must be locked up inside their own houses. Bobby, meanwhile, he's got a massive fucking frog, hasn't he? And says there's loads of these. Look at the fucking size of this bastard. And then we get a close-up on it, in case we don't appreciate it. We get a big close-up and a freeze frame of this frog's evil face.
Yeah.
And then we cut back to old man. Old man, whatever his fucking name is, Crockett.
Jason.
He's now sitting there in the dusk light. The sun's going down. He's just sitting in his wheelchair, exactly where he fucking has been since they all left. There's frogs. Frogs everywhere.
Yeah. He's trying to use the phone.
Yeah, well, there's a frog on the record.
Yeah, he's playing an old sort of gramophone, isn't he?
Yeah, and there's a frog on it, and it fucking ruins it. And then the phone rings.
You've ruined that.
The phone rings, and he's like, and he wheels himself over and answers it, and there's nobody there. It's a frog prank calling him.
Ribbit, he hears.
Ribbit, I say.
Ribbit,
old man Crockett. Do you hear? Ribbit. And he hangs up, terrified. And then we just sort of get close-ups of his face, close-ups of all the animal heads that he's got stuffed on his walls, close-ups of fucking frogs.
Yeah.
And of course, he does what the only thing he could do is he falls out of his own wheelchair. Which we don't know how he's done that. We're not sure how he's done that. There was no momentum or anything. He's just suddenly just fallen forwards out of his wheelchair. And we assume he's having a heart attack or something.
I think he's having a heart attack, yeah.
We think so. It's not really explained. But frogs are near him. So maybe that was it.
Yeah.
You know when frogs are near you and your heart gives out because of it. And then we cut to the exterior of the house. The lights go out. It's the fucking end of the film. And all the end credits. No music, just frogs. Which we've fucking had enough of, to be honest with you. What do you think?
Shit. Apparently they had 500 frogs and like over 100 toads, and loads of them went missing during production.
So it could really happen.
They escaped. What did you think?
I thought it was fun.
Oh,
what? I fucking own this.
Yeah, I can't believe you own it.
On Blu-ray. I can't believe they fucking Blu-rayed it.
No, what's the point of that?
All the films out there that they haven't Blu-rayed, and they would Blu-ray a fucking frog film.
Yeah.
It's only for the poster, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where it's got like someone's hand coming out of a massive frog's mouth.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen.
That's the cartoon at the end of the film.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the poster though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's what gets people watching. I think it's a massive fucking frog, and it isn't.
No.
Then you watch it and you think, "Oh, you bastards!"
Mm.
Yeah, like I did, like you clearly have.
Yeah. So is this getting inducted into the Bad Movie Cult, Ken? It fucking is.
Yes, it is.
Fucking
Yes, I think it should be. It should hop into the Bad Movie Cult.
Very good. Sam Elliott.
You got to start somewhere, haven't you? And everyone seems to start in horror films.
Yeah.
And this was the 70s. Fucking hell. Cut the man some slack.
This might be his first induction into it.
He's the best thing in it as well.
Did Roadhouse get into the...
No, I don't think we put that in, did we?
No. But, yeah, so there you go. Sam Elliott, your first induction into the Bad Movie...
The Mad Bastard Club.
Yeah. No moustache, you see. If you had a moustache, we might have kept you out.
It's exempt, isn't it? Obviously. That's what kept you out in the other one. It was more stubble, perhaps, but it worked.
He's got the old mutton chops, hasn't he, in this?
Yeah. Yeah. He's still a fucking beautiful man.
Yeah.
When he takes that shirt off. Oh, look at that. Look at that manly hair all over his chest.
Is that what you turned
That's what Carl was saying over my shoulder. I was like, fucking hell, Carl. I don't watch any film on my own.
We got a pitch for this?
Shall we?
I guess we're going to have to do one pitch this
go
year,
on,
aren't we?
Right then, let's have a pitch.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Okay, so it's got to be ecological. We've done a couple of these already. Sloths. Perhaps we could sequel the sloths, although we can't remember anything we fucking said. So,
what about Rhino-Frog?
Mangoose versus Rhino-Frog.
Ugh, gotta bring fucking him back.
Why don't you want Mangoose back in?
God's sake. Who the fuck's Mongoose again?
Wesley Snipes.
Oh, of course it is.
That's Dr. Eric von Mongoose.
Yeah. So Mongoose versus Rhino-Frog. Is that what we're doing?
Yes, I think we should. Yeah.
Right. And Rhino-Frog is an actual animal, not someone mutated into.
Of course, he's not somebody mutated. No,
Yeah.
he's already a rhino and a frog.
Yeah.
That's a mutation in itself.
So what's this look like? This rhino frog? It's
Well-
not like how I.
Now we had a little issue with this, didn't we? Where we came up with this, and I put the back legs, the hind legs of a frog.
Big legs.
He's very big legs. So it's got like the springing power, and the front end of a rhino, which has got the explosive attack. So it could like leap at people, and that was my rhino frog. Dom, however, flipped that, and what he did was he put the hind legs of a rhino, big, strong, muscular legs that was tall as a man, and then the front end of a frog. Tiny little pathetic life-size frog hanging off the back of these legs.
The front.
Yeah, which was useless. And,
Well, I don't know about that.
and that's an incredible drawing that he did for me on a post-it note, I think it was.
Yeah.
Which maybe we'll try and recreate and pop out there to accompany this episode. If anyone wants to see our renderings of the rhino frog, do please let us know, and we'll probably post one out there on social media. Obviously, you'll have to have listened to this episode. It's incentives.
That'd be insane if you'd have asked us for a drawing of a rhino frog but not listened to this episode.
Incentivizing.
Yeah.
So we'll know that you've listened to the episode if you ask us to present you with mine and Dom's rhino frog. However, for the film, I think we should probably go mine. I'm not dismissing yours, Dom. I'm not dismissing yours. It's just a bit more limited as to what the fuck could it do.
Can we have rhino frogs and then both of them?
Yes, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what we can do. The mastermind behind it is yours because it's got the brain of the evil frogs from this film.
Yeah.
So it's clearly masterminding it without being able to do shit.
Yeah.
Whereas mine is the attack rhino frogs.
Mm-hmm.
The legions of attack frogs.
Yeah.
With rhino horns. Right?
Right.
Are we good with that?
I'm good with that.
Okay. Are we having Mongoose back?
Well, if it's Mongoose versus rhino frogs, we're going to have to.
It's flexible, but I think we should.
Okay, then. I'm
He's
happy
still,
with that.
He's still the hero on the talk of the town, isn't he?
Yes, he is, indeed.
Everyone loves Mongoose. So we've got Joe Estevez back
Yeah.
as Pigeonhole.
Yeah.
And Dave Bautista
Yeah.
as Little Dave Possum. They're back.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of his sidekicks.
Okay, right. So
Carl Weathers is Captain Carl Weathers von Mongoose.
Yep, he's estranged father.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are these rhino frogs coming from?
The Amazon.
Okay, is it a natural phenomenon?
Yeah, it's
Is
pollution.
it caused by pollution in the Amazon?
Yeah.
We're cutting down too many trees, and they've always existed
Yeah.
from when frogs raped rhinos.
I was going to say a frog has sex with a rhino.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see it.
Yeah, right in
its, in its entirety.
Yeah.
Yeah, just little frogs squirming up a rhino's vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like in this, where there's like the first 5 minutes is...
So it's the first 5 minutes of this film,
Yeah.
the internal vagina of a
Yeah.
rhinoceros.
Yeah. And Sam Elliott's in a canoe taking pictures of it.
Who's filming this?
Pickett Smith.
Okay. So he made his name, didn't he, off the back of this frogs, and he's always been following frogs ever
Yeah,
since.
he knows frogs are out on the rape.
Does the rhinoceros aware of it? Or is it just think, oh, that's a bit of a tickle. What's going on down there?
I don't know if we get the inner monologue. To be honest, Ken.
Maybe it could all just be done with facial expressions.
Yeah, it does a double look behind it.
And its eyes cartoonly open.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And you just see two frogs' legs.
Hang on, Pickett Smith is in a canoe in a
The Amazon.
rhino. Oh,
No, he's not in.
I thought you meant in the vagina
No, he's just taking
They're not that
pictures.
big.
He's taking videos.
of animal vaginas.
Yeah, frogs frogs having sex with
Frog
rhinos.
rape.
Yeah.
Frog rape. That could can that be the tagline?
No, that can be his website.
Frogrape.com.
Yeah.
I'm going to check and see if it's available. We better snatch that one up just in case.
That's the tagline.
We better. Okay, so
And then when the rhino gives birth, it's a fucking rhino frog, and Pickett Smith tries to nab it.
Rape it.
No, but it escapes. So he calls in Mongoose because he
Okay.
knows him from back when he was a scientist.
Okay. I'm liking it.
Maybe Pickett Smith does
Rape it.
no,
No?
captures one, takes it back to the city, and it escapes.
So it takes it back to the States as a zoo animal.
Well, to be looked at by Mongoose, von Mongoose.
Okay, but as he takes it there, another one is in the crate. So when they get there, they've multiplied, and there's now
Like gremlins.
Yeah, because they've been having sex with each other.
Yeah,
on the trip.
They're very horny.
Oh yes, nice one. How many other then? When he opens the crate, then he's expecting one. How big's this crate? How big's the fucking baby? The size of an actual baby rhino.
Yeah.
How's another one sneaked
Well,
in?
one's
They're
half the
fucking
size,
massive.
aren't they?
They're fucking massive.
One's just legs and frog body, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's going to be the one that they don't take. Surely they're trying to take the one that's...
Well, because it's intelligent, that sneaks in.
How? It's fucking massive.
Well, it's only the legs. But they're not massive, are they, baby
Put a
rhinos?
coat on and nobody notices.
No, but what does happen to blend...
They're bigger than a baby frog.
Well, yeah, but the crate's not like this. It's like the big fucking crate. You know,
Yeah,
Hard
but why
Ticket
would-
to Hawaii that
but
the
why
snake
would you
came
put
in.
a massive crate like that if you've only got one in there?
Because
You'd
give it a bit
notice
of
if there
room.
was two.
Give a bit of room. There's loads of hay in there and shit.
Okay. All right.
He sneaks in. He's intelligent,
okay.
isn't
No,
he?
he is, yeah, okay.
And when they
In
do
disguise. He's
escape...
got his own passport.
Yeah, when they do escape into the city, that frog that's the intelligent one, he wears trousers to blend in over the rhino legs.
Gets a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, carries a briefcase in his little frog hand.
Yeah, but he's wearing trousers.
And a tie around his frog neck,
Yeah.
hanging down.
And a hat to cover his face so you can't tell it's a frog.
Morning, Mr. Rhino Frog. That's what he said. Ribbit.
Yeah.
Wow, he's a fucking genius, this guy. Isn't
Yeah,
he?
that's
Master
how
of disguise.
Yeah. And then and the other one's obviously insane, so that goes loose.
Okay.
He wants to unleash them into the city.
So, do they multiply
Yeah, there's loads of them.
through what? Sexual action?
Yeah. The main intelligent one's a female.
Ah, that's nice. That's nice for the ladies, isn't it?
Yeah.
That they get to be the intelligent one. How does that feel?
Oh, that's nice of us, isn't it?
How does that feel, ladies?
Yeah.
Don't get used to
To
it.
be intelligent for once in your life.
To be once in your stupid little subservient lives. Hey, only joking. I love ladies.
And yeah, Mongoose has to save the city.
Along with Pigeonhole and Little Dave Possum.
Yeah.
Oh, have they got special powers that can help?
I don't think he do they? Dave Possum's just dressed as a possum.
Oh yeah, he's not even. Oh yeah, and he's not a real pigeon either, is he?
No. He just hands him eggs.
Yeah, that he throws.
And with them being amphibious,
He can hold his breath.
Mongoose can only hold his breath for
15 minutes.
Yeah.
So he's
and
okay.
And then he's dead. So
it's a definite battle of the fittest, isn't it? This battle for survival.
yeah, and he's got Captain Carl Weathers helping him along the way. There was a female love interest in that first Mongoose film, but I can't remember who it was.
I've got it written. It was Kelly Rowland as Scoop DeVille.
Yeah, so she's back as well.
Is she?
Yeah.
Good. Is she? She's doing the reporting on the rhino frog frenzy.
Yeah.
That's going on in the town, in the city. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can we have the nest if they have one?
I don't believe they do.
Oh.
The frogs have nests.
I don't know. They have spawn.
Ugh, yeah.
So their spawn is all in the bottom of a big city business tower block.
Yeah.
Because that's where he works.
Yeah.
So he's been spawning in the bathrooms.
Oh, no, yeah.
I know, which you shouldn't do, people. Okay? I found out the hard way.
Yeah, it's in the, where all the, what's it called? All the plumbing, where all that is.
Down in the bottom.
Yeah.
The opposite of the furnace.
Yeah.
That room.
Keeps it warm.
That room that you've all got.
You know, amphibians love.
Warm water.
Warm water,
like,
yeah.
Like a bath. It's not in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like the little sauna.
Because the one where the janitor goes down there, see what's going on, he gets killed.
Yeah, he goes down with a wrench,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he's attacked with his own wrench. Oh, no. Have they got hands?
No, I think you just get gored by the
Just like jumped on and gored straight through with the
Yeah.
rhino horn.
by baby rhino frogs. Loads of them.
Nice. Like the velociraptors or whatever those other little things were in Jurassic Park.
Velociraptors, yeah.
No. The velociraptors fucked off, didn't they? And then all these little fucking ones came out and they went, oh, aren't they cute? But there was fucking hundreds of them and they all killed.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. That kind of size. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he slips on his own piss.
Slips on the spawn.
Yeah, slipping on his own spawn. Oh, no. Their spawn. Falls down and then sees these little things and goes, ha, 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 look at these little cute. And they all spear his head.
Yeah. There
He's
we
got
go.
no face left.
Exactly.
Fuck, that's a good set piece.
Yeah.
Do we notice he's dead?
No.
No? Okay. So what, more people just go down?
No.
Nobody else goes down there at all?
No. One janitor, he must be okay.
He's probably gone on holiday without booking it properly through HR.
Yeah.
That's what they all say.
Yeah.
He's done this before, actually, and then came back and we said, you shouldn't do this again. You have to go through the proper channels in order to have your holiday approved.
Yeah.
And he says, okay, I'll try and remember that.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't book a holiday unless you've had your holiday approved here first, obviously, because we can't refund if you've... it's not an automatic... You don't get that holiday just because you've booked something. And he says, I understand. So for him to do this, it's very unusual.
Yeah, this
After
is 15 minutes of the film.
After that chat that they've already had, it's a flashback.
Yeah, we're going through the HR process of the company we'll not see again.
HR are telling the story.
Yeah, to Mongoose.
They're saying this is unusual.
No, to Kelly Rowland.
Yeah, because she's there writing it all down. Nodding.
Yeah.
Like frenetically nodding to the point of neck ache.
Yeah, like Garth Crooks.
Yeah, she's loving the story. Because it's an insight into big business.
Yeah.
Isn't
it
it?
is.
An HR procedure.
Yeah.
So,
Which I think's been missing from action films and superhero films.
Well, they do go missing a lot, don't they, without going through the proper procedure. And then, you would get into trouble.
That's how people get killed in these films, because they haven't gone through the correct HR process in the past.
It is, isn't it? And I think it's about time that we raise that.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Right, so that's a good scene.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
What else can we do? It's pretty action-packed so far, isn't it? Apart from that HR scene.
Which is a great sentence to say out loud.
But it is useful.
Yeah.
So we'll keep it.
They infiltrate the stock market.
Yes, they do.
The
yes.
stock exchange.
Yes, because it's all online, isn't it? So they can do it online without having
the
to
actual
be there.
stock exchange.
Okay. So they're in the building.
Yes.
Are they all wearing ties?
Yes.
That's
And
how they get in then.
And then they rip the ties off, and everyone suddenly realizes.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Are they all hind leg frog at this point?
No.
No. So some of them are also hind leg rhino.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Yes.
Surely there's only that one. That's hind leg.
You're
rhino.
right. Yeah, that's the one in the trousers.
So they're all hind leg frog.
Yeah.
Okay. I
So
didn't
they're
mean
jumping around
German. I didn't mean they were all German.
Yeah.
That's what you meant. That's what you thought I was talking about. Not Heimlich.
Yeah.
Okay, so then they take their ties off, and everyone's like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
rhino frogs."
Yeah.
And then there's a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Bloodbath at Wall Street.
Yeah.
That'd be a fucking great piece, wouldn't it? That.
Mm.
But people because you know how they are. They're still trying to fucking sell.
Yeah.
Aren't they? Right.
Gotta hit the quota.
To their literal death. They're
Yeah.
still trying to get their fucking jobs done.
Yeah, what a great commentary on the world.
That's the eco, you see. They're all still so consumed by
greed
that they don't even think about it. They just have to make that last fucking deal.
Yeah.
And that's what cost them their lives.
Mm.
I like this. This is fucking powerful.
What else do we need?
So they've taken on the Wall Street Stock Exchange. They've taken control of that. Hundreds of people dead in there. And then
Carl Weathers is lucky to escape with his life.
What was he doing there?
Police turn up, don't they? Someone's called the police.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
And they
instead of
go in.
making that last sale.
SWAT team go in and instantly get killed. They do a what's it called? They do a stampede down the middle of the central New York Central.
New York Central City.
Yeah.
Street.
Yeah, that one, Times Square,
Oh, yeah.
and they're just smashing cars out
Straight
of the
through
way.
New York Central City Street Park
Yeah,
into
so there's some.
into the square. So they're rampaging stampede. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah,
So surely now, even if one of them's wearing a tie, their cover's blown.
yeah.
Yeah, right, okay. So everyone's onto this now.
You see him upending cars out the way.
Fucking hell.
People are dying underfoot. We also see him jumping up onto rooftops and running as well.
I think a couple of buildings could get taken out, couldn't they? They go through a building.
Meanwhile, stopping them at the end of the street is Joe Estevez dressed as a pigeon, Dave Bautista holding his hand.
just saying, stop.
And
just holding their palms up towards them. Just pleading for calm.
yeah, and Mongoose on the edge of a building watching on.
Mongoose is in...
I can't remember what his superpowers are, Mongoose.
He's in a helicopter now, so it doesn't really matter.
The Mongoose copter.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. And he's got a loudspeaker, and he's telling them, please stop this.
So I think that one's in charge. It's got trousers on.
Yeah, but that one's in a helicopter as well. Watching the carnage, the carnage from above. So they're in a helicopter. Mongoose is in a helicopter, and they're kind of like looking at each other.
Yeah.
And they can talk to each other because they've both got headsets on. I think that's how it works. You've got a headset on, you can talk to every other helicopter.
Yeah, but the other one's a frog.
Yeah, but
They don't speak.
This one can't speak.
No. It's just very smart.
Can it type?
No. Got little hands, hasn't it?
Fuck. Can it project thought?
No.
You're killing all the ideas.
Maybe it can type.
Has it got a sign?
Yes.
It's bought off Amazon.
Yeah, it's like the coyote, you know, when Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, so it's just holding up placards to explain the
ribbit.
Plot. Yeah, every other one is ribbit.
Yeah, just flips it round. It's on the back.
It can type, surely. It can type its thoughts like bloody Hawking.
Yes.
If we can do it for him,
Just like Hawking.
if we can do it for Hawking, we can do it for a fucking rhino frog.
Who's made that for him? He
Hawking did.
Professor Hawking's in...
He's dead, isn't he? But before they've taken his.
Yeah, but you can't just attach that machine to anything and it gives its thoughts out.
Are you sure?
It's not attached to his mind.
Are
It
you
was attached to
sure?
his cheek.
What?
It was
Are you sure?
moved his cheek and then it would type. It's not attached to
How
his...
could he move his cheek for words?
How could it move? How could it get it from his own mind? He's
could-
not Professor X from the fucking X-Men.
How could he move his cheek into words?
Just that's how it was.
So this is how it is.
What, the frog's moving its cheek, is it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Can't it just type on a keyboard?
It's tiny hands, isn't it?
Oh, that's
Take
true.
ages.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so he can say that. He can reference him.
He says,
And
what does
say-
it say? Hello, Mongoose.
Mongoose, yeah. And he's just like,
How do you know my name?
hello, Mongoose. Like that.
Ribbit.
Ribbit. And
It's the type out ribbit.
he says, holy fuck. This rhino frog's using Professor Stephen Hawking's
Muscle twitcher.
cheek twitcher device.
That's what he says out loud, is it? That's dialogue.
He does, yeah. Because he's got these headphones on, and he's talking to
Pigeonhole.
Carl Weathers.
Oh, and Carl Weathers.
Who's in another helicopter.
There's 3 helicopters in the air. Pigeonhole's got his own helicopter as well.
He's only little, though, isn't it, that one? It's a toy.
Yeah.
Because he's a pigeon.
Yeah.
Dressed as a pigeon. He doesn't get a real helicopter.
No.
And
He's got a sidecar on Mangoose's one.
Yeah, and big little Dave possums behind him.
Yeah.
And he's just like, Dr. Mongoose is just like, holy fuck, that's what he's got. That's how he's to communicate with us. Carl Weathers is just like, damn. Like that, yeah. That's how he says it.
Yeah.
And
Was that not Ron Simmons?
Yeah.
Okay,
he's
carry
in
on.
the passenger. He's in the sidecar.
Yeah.
And he's communicating, saying, what are his demands? What does he want, Rhino Frog?
The world and everything in it.
Fucking, that's a bit steep, isn't it?
That's the line. That's the line that Mongoose gives him back.
We're not going to start any smaller. He says, no.
No, I want the world and everything in it.
Everything in it is mine.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't allow it.
Ha, 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 ha.
Ribbit.
Yeah.
And he says, I can't allow that. He says, then
die!
You must die, Ribbit. And that's when Carl Weathers swoops in with machine guns.
Well, the police helicopter's got machine guns on it.
Yeah, it's a fucking police helicopter.
Yeah.
Of course they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just shoots him out the sky.
Well, that's the end, is it?
Yes.
So the main guy's totally miscalculated.
He's miscalculated the reaction of the police.
of the American police force. And he's instantly killed.
They often do.
Yeah. Frogs often do, don't they? He's instantly killed. And then it's down to Mongoose to stop the...
Yes. To stop the stampede.
Stop the stampede
the rampaging stampede.
Before it runs into the orphanage.
Yeah, we... No, not the orphanage.
Yeah.
And as that's... Yeah, and we get all this. So we have all this scene. But there's another bit at the end, Tommy. Don't just dismiss all of that, because there is going to be another bit. We got a fucking franchise out of this. Mongoose already has.
Yeah.
And so all the kids, instead of being evacuated, are all out the window, screaming, watching this stampede come closer and closer. And
because we see these kids, they're like Mangoose's biggest fan, and
yeah, they've all got Mongoose t-shirts on.
Yeah, one's got a Pigeonhole t-shirt.
One's got a Pigeonhole. Yeah. He's in a wheelchair though. He's mental.
Mm.
And two of them are dressed up as a possum.
Yeah,
we don't know why. And three of them are dressed up as Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
Which is just something they like to do.
Yeah.
And none of them have dressed up as a rhino or a frog.
No.
So that shows you the difference between good and evil.
Mm.
So they're all rampaging towards the thing. They're all at the window going, help us, help us. And Carl Weathers swoops down in his helicopter and machine guns them all. They're all dead.
That's not. You can't answer everything with machine guns, Carl Weathers.
I think you'll find we can. And that's what he says.
I think Pigeonhole and Possum are trying to evacuate as quick as they can. Mongoose is going to end up having to save the day, swoop in, save the day somehow. It can't be. Carl Weathers can't solve everything, and Mongoose is just sitting there in a stupid costume.
All right then, Mongoose has got machine guns on his helicopter, swoops down, and machine guns the other side of the rampaging stampede.
What do you mean the other side?
Well, there's two sides to every stampede, as you well know.
Yeah, that's true. What, the back end? Just useless.
No, the right end and the left end.
Yeah. Which end's he shooting?
The other one that Carl Weathers isn't. They would be fucking shooting the same side, wouldn't they?
Yeah, that would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? Well, so he just massacres all these rhino frogs.
Yeah, they're evil.
There couldn't be a more cinematic way of doing it rather than just shoot it like fucking Quentin Tarantino's directing it.
Napalm?
I don't think we can carpet bomb New York City.
Oh, it's about time somebody did.
New York City.
Okay, then we put a really, really big lily pad on the water in Central Park. The water there?
Yeah.
Are we in the same place? Central Park's in New York?
Yeah.
So we put a big lily pad, yeah? And
where are we getting the big lily pad from?
We fucking made it.
When?
We've been stitching it together from
Is that
other
what
lily
Pigeonhole
pads.
and...
Yes, that's what they've been doing.
All film.
All film. We keep cutting back. They're doing a really good job, so we leave them.
Dave's got his little glasses on from...
Tiny little
from
Blade Runner glasses, yeah. And Joe Estevez is a pigeon.
He's sewed himself to the lily pad by mistake.
3 or 4 times he has, yeah. But Possum's there. He's helping him out. And so that's in the water at Central Park. They all get distracted by something. Carl Weathers in his helicopter swoops down, shoots one of them with a machine gun, just the one. They all get angry about that and follow the helicopter to Central Park.
He's shepherding them.
Yeah, so he's leading them on, and Mongoose is sort of like keeping them on track. So they're all now rampaging towards Central Park. And when they all get on this massive lily pad, they forget what they're doing because they just like being on them. So they forget. They're just like,
rhinos
this is
do,
nice.
don't they?
They're like, this is nice. What do rhinos eat?
Frogs.
Yeah, so there's some frogs on there as well, confusing the issue. They're there. They're all on this lily pad. And then that all gets scooped up into an enormous net, because the lily pad was just a net device, by a helicopter. Fine and dandy. Are in this massive Chinook.
Yeah.
And we scoop them up and we fuck them off into the middle of the desert.
The desert,
Yeah.
not the ocean that's near to New York.
Because if you go to the ocean, frogs are like
You've got to
amphibious.
fly
They're
halfway across the world.
They're amphibious, aren't they?
Yeah.
So they could potentially...
Yeah, but rhinos aren't, and they're the front end of them are rhinos.
Oh, has he got rhino lungs?
Yeah.
Isn't it? We go to the ocean.
I suppose it would be aquatic. That would be better, wouldn't it?
The desert, I thought they'd dry out.
Yeah. Could take them to the Antarctic. That's the desert.
We could. Shall we do that?
I'm just thinking where
Alaska.
How much
Let's
petrol
go
have
to
we got
Alaska.
in these helicopters? Because if we're in New York, the nearest desert's where? Africa?
Well, yeah, but we could stop off on the
I
way.
suppose Nevada.
We could refuel.
Las Vegas, and they're just running amok there instead. But
Yeah.
no one notices
And
because
that's
the
the
shithole.
sequel. And that's the sequel.
Brilliant.
Rhino frogs in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Tell you what, Ken, perfect. And at the end, Carl Weathers meets Mongoose, thanks him for a job well done. He says, if only my son would ever speak to me. Because he still doesn't realise Mongoose.
He doesn't know.
No.
But he's called Mangoose, and he's called Captain Charles.
Captain Charles.
Captain Chief Carl Weathers von Mongoose.
Von Mongoose.
He still doesn't know.
No, his son's Dr. Von Mongoose.
So his son is Dr. von Mongoose, but he's playing a Mangoose.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't realise.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He doesn't realise Wesley Snipes dressed
Is his
as a
own-
Mongoose is his son.
Oh, I suppose it's easy.
So he never has time for me, but you do, Van Mongoose. Or
Thank
Mongoose.
you, Mangoose.
Yeah,
You remind me of the son who left me years ago.
yeah.
I wish he'd speak to me, but I guess he won't, or ever know how I feel. Which is like this, and tells us how he feels.
Yeah.
Doesn't
And that's the Oscar speech, that is. That's what gets him the Oscar nomination.
Mangoose, little tear to his eye.
Yeah.
Wipes it away, throws an egg at him. For old time's
His
sake.
calling card.
Yeah, and then just fucks off in a helicopter.
Yeah, with Pigeonhole and Possum running after him.
Yeah.
He didn't pick them two up.
Wait for us, sir.
Nope. As he shouts.
No.
Yep.
And that's it.
Brilliant.
I think that's good.
Mongoose versus Rhino-FROGS.
Hang on, what's Pickett Smith doing? Was he just taking pictures and he's just left again? Or is he still there at the end?
He's taking pictures of it all.
Is he just literally photographing the entire film event?
Yeah.
Without getting involved?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he in a helicopter? He's got his own helicopter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a big camera on it.
With frogrape.com written all over it.
Yeah.
Is it a frog helicopter?
It's a rhino helicopter with a frog propeller.
What the fuck does that mean?
Anyway, thank you for listening to this episode of the Bad Movie Cult podcast. We are on all social medias. Just search Bad Movie Cult. You'll find us. 5-star reviews, please. Send us all your loving.
None of your 4-star reviews. Okay, telling us we could do stuff better.
Or where's the room?
We know we could, okay? We know we could do better. And we'll try. We're always trying.
We are always trying.
Aren't we just?
We've got one more for you for Eco Action.
Eco Action August.
We've done 2. One of them isn't been an action film.
So we're hitting 50% at the moment. What we are hitting 100% is at the quality of these films. And I think you'll agree with that.
Yeah, they've both been shit. Can we redeem this somehow with our last episode? There's only one way to find out, and that is to join us next time. Right at the end of the month, we'll be releasing episode 3. But until then, I'll say goodbye and, just look after this world, because if these 2 films have shown us anything, it's that we're taking it for granted.
Yeah. We've got one planet. We've got one chance. We're blowing that chance. Let's not blow the planet.
See you next week, everybody.
Goodbye.
5 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 4 green speckled frogs. Glub, glub.
Spiders up his anus. Thought you meant wank.